Sauerkraut Part 2. Hello everybody and welcome back to Part 2 of our sauerkraut making. If you've been tagging along for a few weeks now, you know that just a little over 2 weeks ago I started a batch of sauerkraut in my fermentation crock. I've been watching it the past couple days and I'm pretty happy with where I'm at now. It's starting to get pretty pungent in smell in a good way. And it looks great in there. I have no growth mold, which you don't want anyway, but not even any yeast, which can naturally occur on fermentation growing. So it looks great in here. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to work on getting it jarred up. Okay, so this is inside our crock. I love that we have no growth in here, any mold or anything. That means we did it right. You will see that the water level dropped a little bit below the weights, which is fine because you can see here in the middle that the water or natural brine is still covering the sauerkraut, which is what we want for the whole time that it is fermenting. So it's been about 2.5 weeks. I'm happy with where we're at. I'm gonna pull this now and I'm going to jar it up a couple of ways. Some I'm going to pack into mason jars just to refrigerate. It'll last in the refrigerator for several months and continue sort of to slowly ferment. And I'm also going to hot water bath a small batch of it for shelf preservation. Okay, so I got those 2 jars in the fridge. Sauerkraut will last several months in the refrigerator, probably anywhere from, I mean, some people tell you it can last a year in the fridge, several months irregardless, and it won't last that long around here. We'll have it eaten all throughout the summer. We love it on sandwiches, hot dogs, sausages, you name it. So those are in the fridge. Next, I'm going to do a few quart jars of hot water bath sauerkraut to shelf stabilize it. So it's not hard at all. It just takes time. I have my jars washed and in a hot water bath right now, just sterilizing. I'm going to dump the rest of this sauerkraut into a pot and heat it on a medium heat until itself is hot. I don't want to boil it and cook it necessarily. Probably hear my dog snoring. But we need to heat the sauerkraut to do a hot water, a hot pack into the jars before we lower it into the boiling hot water bath. For quart size jars, ideally I like to do pints, but I'm out of lids. For quart size jars for sauerkraut, you're gonna do 15 minutes in a rolling hot water bath. So I'm gonna get everything assembled, all the kraut into the hot jars, and we'll go from there. Once everything was hot, I very quickly packed the kraut into the jars, pressing down as I went so as much as that natural water would rise to the surface to cover the kraut as possible. I then wiped the rims, covered with their lids, and lowered them back into the hot water bath, which you must bring back to a boil. We are boiling very aggressively. Once the 15 minutes is up, very carefully remove from the boiling water. It's ideal to let the water simmer down first, but I was impatient. Then you're going to want to set aside on a cutting board, cover with a towel, and let sit for 24 hours before moving to store.